And a very good afternoon to one and all as we welcome you here to the home of the Couva East Secondary. And this is the venue for a very interesting girls' clash today between the Miracle Ministries and Chaguanas South Secondary. And Miracle Ministries in the black and white, as you can see, the captain just making Jordan Antoine. Just having the toss there and making sure that everything is A-OK. The referee for today is Mr. Yarin Gosain, the man in the middle, just walking away from our cameras here as we get ready for the kickoff in this one. And we certainly wish the girls all the best here. This is an exciting time for them as they obviously been putting in the hard work, and now this is the opportunity that they have to really showcase their talents here today. Janet Fenty is the goalkeeper for the Chaguanas South in the blue outfit, and you can see there the number 8 for Miracle Ministry, Sydney Pollard, just waiting to get cracking in this one. The referee just making sure that everything is A-OK. The field not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. The officials just making sure that all the netting and everything else that may be of importance during a game at least could hold up to proceedings. The sad thing is that the net is not properly tied down. It's still hanging there, so if the ball passes close to the net, if you're not at the right angle, you're not sure if it passed between the posts or if it passed at the side of the post and ends up in the net. So it's a little bit dicey for these teams, but here's hoping that they don't have any incident like that may require. We don't have VR here, so it's something else. But here is the whistle to send us on our way in this one. And the Miracle Ministry is starting proceedings early. They're looking to probably run up the scores. And the field looks nice and green, but it's wet in most places. Fenty collects it. And Fenty is the only person on the field in white stockings, and she's right in a pool of water, so I don't think it's going to stay white for very long on the goalkeeper. So another free kick for Miracle Ministries. So it's going to be a real examination for them, and I'm not sure how these young ladies are going to cope in the wet conditions. The ball played in as a shot at goal, and she scored immediately. And it was always on the cards, and Shree Dudley gives them the lead in just on 1 minute in this game. Miracle Ministries off and running, and it's a good first time effort, and she just placed it away from the goalkeeper, and just like that they are in the lead 1-0. So again, Miracle Ministries at the ready. They're trying to get the ball back as quickly as possible and to try to get some movement as well. So here they come again quickly on the move as they come down this left-hand side. A chance here quickly for Kamabach. She's still battling for it. Gets possession, and they're trying to roll the ball around quite nicely. Still going. And looking to probably get the cross in. Will she cross it? Benjamin. And it's another one that is staying in the area. Benjamin again with a cross ball. And it comes right, it sticks in the water. That's the problem there for these young ladies as they try their very best to maneuver in and around those patches that might be holding water for quite some time now. The ball goes all the way out, and the goal scorer, Dudley, is after it. She tries to cross it, and it's kept in though by the defense as they try to bring it out from the back. Belacio trying her best to get it forward, and but they give it away. This could be dangerous here. Shot coming at goal, but it's blocked nicely, and eventually it's, well, they haven't cleared it yet. They're just pushing it forward, and it's within range. There's another shot that the goalkeeper saves and keeps it out, and she gets a thunderous round of applause from her teammates because that looked like it was going to goal, and she can't pick it up, so she has to kick it, but she decides no, that she didn't want to kick it, and she turned her back, but luckily for her, her teammate saw the danger as another player was advancing, and now opportunity now for Chaguanas South to make some headway, but immediately they give the ball back to Miracle Ministries, who start their progression forward once again. But unfortunately, they couldn't keep that one in. It's going to be a throw-in for Chaguanas South. 1-0 the scoreline, a goal in the first minute of play as Miracle Ministries threatening to blow this game wide open. Jolanda Sandy with the throw-in, and a nice opportunity for them to run forward again quickly, trying to get it upfield, and the ball, however, is given away, and we're coming the other way once more, just missing out on getting it there to Benjamin. So nice sunshine. Unfortunately, the conditions underfoot might be a bit of a test for some of these young ladies on many fronts. One of which, of course, is the free flow of the ball. If it will continue to roll as comfortably as they would like it to be. And of course, there's also the question of the ball sticking in the water and creating a different option and a bigger challenge for them. Still, they're trying to get themselves going, and a nice opportunity here, but unfortunately, because of the injury, it just makes life difficult for Tiffany Warner to maneuver and do the things that she's accustomed doing for her team. As they move forward again, trying to make passes, they do well. And they try to get it all over on the near side. Now they're able to get possession. Still they're going forward. This is good football. But again, the water proving to be a challenge. This could be another opportunity here now. Can she get the cross in? And she scores! A nice, brilliant goal indeed. That makes it 2-0 now. Joel Benjamin getting goal number 2 in the 6th minute of play. It was a good cross. The goalkeeper was pinned to the first post and the ball just sailed over her head and in. And just like that, it's 2-0 now for the Miracle Ministries. They were always favored coming into this one. But you could just see they have a plan. They have a foundation on which to operate from in terms of how they want to play the ball, the areas they want to pass the ball into. And here they come again. Looking for each other, trying to control it. Again, doing very well and keeping the ball. Amia Kamabach again goes for the return ball, and they're on the move once more. This could be interesting. Did she control it, put it on her stronger foot, and produce a cross? That's not a bad effort. It's still in the area, and they're still looking for the shot, man. It was just charged down there. Jolanda Sandy still coming. Plays another one, pushed away by the goalkeeper, and that's a nice save, but she's under pressure again. Could be another shot, and again the ball sticking in the water, and Sandy just tipped it, as they say. And that's a great ball played behind the backs of the defense. Can she get the cross in? And she tries to play it back. Unfortunately, she played it to the opponents, and they are trying to bring it forward now, hoping to get Ramnat and company going. But again, the ball is won back by Miracle Ministries, and they're making the passes. They're going right side this time, Ball played back in the middle. Now it's another shot at goal. Just trickles wide of the mark there. You can see Jolanda Sandy. She knows exactly what she wants to do with it. She was just trying to place it into the corner, and she just missed it. It trickled wide of the mark. So 2-0. A goal in the first minute and another one in the 6th for Miracle Ministries. One to Shree Dudley and the other one to Jewel Benjamin. And 2 well-taken goals at that. This is where they're having their problems. Ramnath trying to get it out, but not very far. And it's the challenge that they face because they're not quite sure how to really maneuver the ball out of difficult situations. So while you might teach them just to kick the ball, they still have to understand how to pass it, how to put pace on it, how to put less pace on it, and when to use the inside of the foot and what have you, when to get under it and to get distance. So it's a big learning curve for some of these young ladies. You could see it in the Chaguanas South team. They really they haven't learned as yet the rudiments of the game. And that's a much better throw though than we've seen even for some young men who play in the sport. They've really had a tough time with the throw-ins. And that's a good tackle to win the ball back. And here comes Chaguanas South. But immediately, the Miracle Ministries get the ball up to Benjamin. She is taking her time. And she passes it. This is good. She's still onside. And she comes inside with a chance to cross it. Hits it right across. And Ramnath with the block. And getting it out there quickly. That's good. It's Belasio rather with the block. And a good tackle too. She wins the ball back. And here comes Miracle Ministries once more. Playing a great ball down. This is out wide. The flag stays down. And Benjamin looking around. Dribbles one. Still going. Plays the ball across. And it's kneed into the goal. Well, another brilliant piece of finishing there. And just like that, it's 3-0 now. Sydney Pollard in the 10th minute of play. Sydney Pollard with a neat finish. It hit her knee, but it was right on target. And it was a one-time effort. It doesn't matter how it crosses the line. Once it crosses the line, that's the important thing. And she will claim it. I'm sure her mother or sisters and the family must be very happy to see her getting on the score sheets. So, and the thing with Miracle Ministries, you could see that there's a lot of work that went into getting them up to this level. They certainly look a much better unit. And but there may be some individuals on the Chaguanas South team that you have to respect. And including this young lady, she's battling hard, trying her best to get control here with Jada Rodriguez. But she loses out. And here comes Miracle Ministries. The pass, though, is not a particularly good one, but Ramnath can control it. And she's taking it away again. Coming forward nicely is Sandy. She gets it over to Kamabach. Kamabach trying to play it forward. And actually she goes for it herself. So she might very well get it as Benjamin takes over now. And Kamabach still going as a one cross, getting into the area. Another opportunity here. She thought about the shot. And they may still get it as Kamabach still has possession. Still dribbling. And now she's going to get a corner. But that's good determination by Alyssa Smith there. She didn't give up on the challenge, and although she got turned one way then the next, she still managed to get back there and got the block and prevented the goal. So good determination shown by her. So the corner taken short. Let's see if they'll get it inside. Here's a ball coming in. The goalkeeper is funning at it, misses it. Luckily for her, it didn't curl into that far post. But again, that's another dangerous ball coming from the flanks of the field and creating problems for the Chaguanas South defenders and the goalkeeper. So 3-0, the scoreline for Miracle Ministries as they look to add some more to that. if at all possible. So a chance here now for them to bring the ball across. And another opportunity here now. Is the shot going to come? No, she plays it back inside. This could be dangerous here. She gets the shot off, hits it hard, but it's blocked brilliantly again by Balacio. And however, they can't get it out of harm's way. It's still ping-ponging around in the area. And now we're looking at Chaguanas South trying to bring it forward, running with it and making a good pass, but it's not controlled well. And Miracle Ministries get possession once more, and they may actually get another chance for a shot at goal. Ball sticking in the mud, and the ball now coming across. They still have players wide, which is what they're going to use here as they coming down that left-hand side. They doing that. Ramnat can't stop her from coming forward with it, but the cross is intercepted, and a late tackle, a late challenge there by Mohammed misses out as they come forward again. That's a good pass. They're trying to get it from one player to the next. They go back inside, and they have it now. Sandy has it. She tries to play it across. This could be a problem here as the ball comes in. The goalkeeper is diving at it, can't stop it, and that's the goal. That's goal number 2 for Dudley, and she makes it 4-0 now in the 14th minute of play. A stab at goal. It took a deflection, and the goalkeeper got her hands to it, but she couldn't prevent it from going into the net. And she might have been blinded as well because the player was right in front of her, right in her view, and she couldn't stop it from going in. So that's 4-0 now. So Chaguanas South have really dug themselves a deep hole here. I don't know how they're going to get out of this one. And this is a player that they would have been hoping for, would have been fit and raring to go, but she's really hobbled, Tiffany Warner. You could see the big strapping on her right knee. And even while she was warming up, she was lamenting the fact that she was in some pain, even while warming up. And it's not going to get any better with the amount of running that she's required to do for this team. And then carelessly to take the ball over the line. She was trying to bring it forward, but she somehow misplayed it. And Jordan Antoine, the captain. So 4-0 it is. Comfortable right now, Miracle Ministries, but you get the impression they're not happy with 4. They would like to score a couple more. Warner trying her best here despite her lack of mobility, but still trying to get in there and doing well, recovering the ball quickly and then sending it upfield where it may very well run once again to the speedy Benjamin. She looks up looking for her partner in crime, Kamabach, and the ball is stuck in the water. It's not going anywhere, and it's just played away by Isis James. But the ball quickly now into the middle of the park, a chance for maybe a shot, but she decides to come back wide with it. That's good football. The cross, here it comes towards goal. This one is wide of the mark, and it goes behind. It's going to be a goal kick for Chaguanas South. They have not really mounted any sustained pressure. If anything, they're being pinned back here by the Miracle Ministries, already up by 4-0, and we're only in the 16th minute, make it the 17th minute of play. So Balacio trying her best to get this upfield, get as much range, as much lift on it. Redeem Balacio plays it forward, but again, it's the black shirts are there first, and they send it forward. Now this could be problems here. If she could get the shot off, she hits it hard, but she hits it wide. And she is, you could tell that she has a good shot, but she needs to just turn the dial a little bit and get the direction right. She's just a little bit off canter at the moment. I'm not sure if she's aiming at me, but right now she's just missing the goal. So another opportunity for Redeem Balacio to get the ball upfield. She's trying to get it to her teammate over on the far side, but it's intercepted, and a chance now for them to get it inside. It comes right to the goalkeeper, and she claims it and takes it nicely, comes to the edge of the area, and then she hits it high in the air. But instead of it going forward, it actually came backwards, and it's still with Miracle Ministries now. She jips one, gets the ball across. This could be problems here. If she could get the shot off, she hammers it, and then it's deflected and almost goes in, but it's picked up by the goalkeeper. She was very alert to the opportunity, and there she goes again. She's hitting the ball too high. Now that's what it is. She's trying to make contact, but she's rushing the kick, and instead of kicking it forward, she keeps kicking it up in the air, and the angle on her foot, she's actually hooking it back instead of it going forward. I'm trying to explain that, but that's exactly what is happening here. She's trying to kick it, but she's trying to kick it early, and by doing so, she's getting under the ball and she's hooking it up in the air, but it's not getting any distance, it's just getting height. This is much better from Belasio, but it's too strong for her teammate. So it's going to be a throw-in now to Miracle Ministries. They look so much a better prepared team in this scenario here. They have good coordination, have a fairly decent understanding of what they want to do with the ball or without the ball. And look at the movement. You could just see the players from Chaguanas South, they're not sure what kind of movement they need to do. Here they come again. This could be another interesting one. The ball is laid on. This is good football. She's coming into the area once again. Cumberbatch, and she too takes aim at goal, but she's wide of the mark when she had three black shirts in the area that she could have used to probably conjure up another goal. So 4-0 it is now. We're in the 20th minute of play. And in this season of World Cup, it's good to see the girls taking the opportunity, still focusing on their own football, because you could kind of get lost in the World Cup fever. And we never know what is happening with players who wants to come out to train, who doesn't want to come to train because the World Cup is on. It's that kind of scenario. That's a great ball. Again, Cumberbatch getting to it first. Can she dribble her person? No, she gives it up. And who does she get it to? This is interesting. She gets it on her left foot. It could be dangerous. She hits it with the right, and it's blocked. But she may get a second bite of the cherry, though. And Ramnath, meanwhile, is looking to get it forward, trying to get it to her teammate, but it doesn't go anywhere at all. They still have possession. That's a great ball played forward as Miracle Ministries pressing again, looking for another goal as quickly as possible. Dudley battling for it, and it looks like she took it over the line. I'm not sure. No one wants to go and claim the ball, but it looks like it's going to be Miracle Ministries' ball. And their captain, Jordan Antoine, is going to come up from her defensive position and do it and do the honors. And that's a little push in the back. So that's going to be a free kick to Chaguanas South. They are really up against it here and need something positive to come their way. Once again, Redeem Belasio is going to take it. Taking her time as she's trying to get it to her, but her teammates again not sure how to control the ball or how to receive the ball when it's coming at them. Warner coming very deep this time, looking for some help, but then she passes it right through her teammates' legs, and Ramnath now have to try to run it down and try to prevent her. Cumberbatch plays a lovely ball inside. That's a good ball. Sandy plays it even further right, and this could be another goal, but it's taken away and it goes in. So again, goal number 5, but more importantly, Shree Dudley has her third, a hat-trick in the first 22 minutes. You look at it, she squeezed off the shot, and it still had enough in it to go, despite the heavy traffic in there, including that of the goalkeeper. and it still manages to go over the line. It's going to be goal number 5. So she scored in the first, she scored again in the 10th, and or rather she scored in the 14th, and now again in the 22nd minutes. And so she had herself a hat-trick, a first half hat-trick. And it could be more. Here's another ball played forward and trying to run with it now. Trying to get, she's probably getting jealous here. Jelana Sandy plays the ball across. This is another good one. Again, right there in the thick of things, still battling for it. It is Dudley. Can she get the handle on it herself? She has a teammate wide. She plays it off to her. That's going to be interesting. She gets it across the goal. It takes the deflection. In fact, there were 3 black shirts lining up there, queuing up at the back post, and the ball just hit the knee of Pollard, and it went wide. She actually took it away from Dudley, as Dudley was the one in the middle, and there was a third player a little further back who was waiting. Caitlin Ali was waiting there for the chance to probably get a stab at goal. So again, Balacio is trying to get it to her, but the smart thing, it was done there. Warner came back for it deep as she gets it forward, but again, her teammates not able to really control it for her, and a little bit of pushing, says the referee, and Antoine is pulled up for it, but it's going to be a free kick for the Chaguanas South outfit. They need something special here, and Balacio is going forward to try to take this one as well. So she's been taking all the spot kicks, whether it's goal kicks or free kicks, and the goal is a long way away, but she might try her luck from there. Instead, she passes it to her teammate, but they can't control it. That's the problem for her. Even though she might be doing her part in getting the ball to them, they can't control it. Now here's the captain doing very well, dribbling out of danger, Antoine, and it's coming down the right hand side. She goes forward for the return ball, playing well. Just ball seems to be fighting her a little bit because of the conditions. She plays it in, goes to the return ball, but it's intercepted nicely, and away comes Chaguanas South. They get it out there to Warner. Warner plays it inside, and but it's picked up by Miracle Ministries. They coming forward with it now quite comfortably, not really stressing too much. It's a good ball, and another good ball played to Kamabach as well. Rampasad made the initial pass, and trying to take it from her there is Terry Ann Morris. But again, Kamabach plays the ball inside, gets it there, and just giving up on the play. She still has the opportunity to come forward and has a shot, scores! Again, you cannot give her that much time. She will hurt you. And Jelanda Sandy makes it 6-0 now with a rocket that just flew past everybody, including goalkeeper Fenty. And in the 26th minute of play, it's 6-0 in favor of Miracle Ministries, with Jelanda Sandy joining the party. So 6-0 it is. And Miracle Ministry just waiting to receive the ball as it's played forward. The players up there are unable to really control the ball, and Miracle Ministries are allowed to just bring it forward. That's another good ball. She's going for the return ball. She could switch the sides. That's another good ball played in there, and now they're going to get the handle on it again. It's another shot just wide of the mark, and it's going to be another goal kick to the Chaguanas South outfit. So they really need to find some kind of something, a little spark somewhere to get them going in this game. But it's not the ideal situation for them. It's a tough field for them to play on, and despite the limitations as well, they're still having difficulties. When you tell them to go wide, they don't know how wide. They can't go very wide. There's another ball. The ball returned. The shot is deflected, and it goes out for another corner. And there was Balacio trying to intercept it, but instead of hitting it out, she hit it behind her, and it goes in. It goes over the line rather. It's going to be another corner kick to the Miracle Ministries. So they're enjoying themselves here. You just look at the way they warmed up. They look businesslike. They look ready to go. And as soon as the first whistle sounded, they were on top of their opponents. They're looking to tack on another one now. And the thing is, they could play it short between the two of them there and still get the cross in. So they don't have to try. One person doesn't have to try to bring it all the way. In fact, they do it now. And this is what I'm saying. She doesn't need to try all of that. Here's another opportunity. The ball curled in and scored. Brilliant goal indeed. And just like that, Yolanda Sandy has picked up the scoring in the 28th minute now. And she makes it 7-0 now. And you could just hear the supporters. Here's the brother. Look at this curler. A lovely strike. The ball brilliantly struck. And it goes in for goal number 7. That's her second in the space of 2 minutes. So she too could have a hat-trick before it's half-time. And Chaguanas South, really, they need some kind of fillip here. Warner really looking here, but she really wants to, but I don't think her leg will allow her to. She's heavily strapped, and she has to give up the ball quite often. And by doing so, she loses the chance to keep playing or to get the ball. She gets this one though, and she's still scampering forward, not very quickly, and then she goes down, and that is she holds that knee, and this is what I was fearful of, because her knee is heavily strapped, and she was just under a little pressure there, and she might have been nipped from the back, and right on that knee, right under the leg, that rather is the right leg, and she stubbed it into the ground or into the boot of the defender, and now she is in real pain. And that was my biggest fear. From the time I saw her strapping up before the game, I knew I wasn't sure she would last the duration of the game. And this is what I was always fearful of, that she would probably put her foot into a dangerous situation and have it get hurt. And that is exactly what has happened. And I don't think they have another player of her capabilities coming off the bench. So it's a free kick, and Belasio is going to. So Belasio will try this one. Can she get it in there and test goalkeeper Gabriela Lazama, who's really an outfield player who is in goal today? And here they go now. They get the ball forward, turning nicely. Turn once, goes past another. She's on the move, cuts inside, cuts onto her right foot. Plays the ball over on that far side, and this could be a foot race here now, but the goalkeeper is coming. She tries to get it. She does well and takes it away, but she leaves it for a teammate. But can they get it out of harm's way? And they do that as well. In the meantime, it looks like there's an injured player down. That was a strong challenge, and the referee is immediately calling for the assistant to come forward. She was turning nicely, trying to get inside it, and that's Dudley, Shrey Dudley. She went in there. The goalkeeper lunged at the ball, and she sort of climbed over. She fell awkwardly on that shoulder, and that might be on her buttocks, on her side. So that's where the pain is at the moment. But nothing like a little bit of ice to take the sting out of it. And she should be back up and running pretty soon, especially if she can get another goal or two. And a little bit of the magic spray just to numb the area. But this is a real tough assignment for the Chaguanas South outfit, because they're undermanned, and they're underskilled, and they're under pressure. All the unders. And they're under pressure because they're playing an opponent that is very solid and also quite capable, but with some skilled players in key positions. They have good front runners from midfield to strikers, and that's where they're dominating the Chaguanas South outfit. So Dudley is still down. Nice breezy conditions now. The breeze, you might be hearing the wind in the microphones as they have a little inquest. The Chaguanas South team, they want to get as much information as possible of how they can do better and maybe how they could stop the Miracle Ministries assault. It's already 7-0. But it looks as if Dudley is back up on her feet and she should be ready to come back on pretty soon. She's already scored a hat-trick, so I think that alone is going to give her motivation to want to continue. And it should be a goal kick, or it should be a bump ball. So the referee is going to bump the ball, but none of the young ladies wants to go. They want to go for it because the referee is calling on them, and nobody wants it because it's a bump ball. It's their ball, and they just need to go as the referee bumped the ball. They just need to kick it. And now, Belacio is going to do just that. As the referee drops the ball, she could play it immediately, and she does. Gets it to her teammate, but she's allowing it to run, and Antoine is right there to pick her pocket. She gets a ball inside. Now it's still running, and that's a good clearance. Got it almost to the half line, but look at the control as they play the ball from right to left. Rampasad gets it further left. Out there it is Kamabach who's platooning out there. She plays the ball inside a little bit behind her teammate, and Sandy wasn't able to control it, and they still get it out there because Terry-Ann Morris was in attendance, but she couldn't get it upfield. So it's going to be Miracle Ministries ball. 34.5 minutes gone. 7-0 is the scoreline here, and it could have been worse. There were a couple of shots, couple of good shots that went wide, and the goalkeeper stopped a couple efforts that also looked like sure goals. Here's a one coming in, takes a deflection, and another opportunity to get it in, but Belacio fighting hard and trying to get it, still trying to get it across, but she's trying to tee it up, and Warner who is in attendance, but she is robbed of it, and here they come again. This could be problems here. First time effort, and it scores. Again, that one just snuck in there at that near post. The goalkeeper was coming across, but I think she was a little bit fearful of hitting the post. It was so close to the post that she just seemed to back off a little bit from it, but probably too is the skid when the ball hit the turf. It just spun away from her, and that is goal number 8 in here. And again, another simple finish for Jillian Sandy. So now she has a hat-trick in this first half. So it's it's one-way traffic, literally, as they say. So trying to get it out there and redeem Belacio, trying her best. She turning back onto her left foot, and then she plays it across, still going with it, but unfortunately she plays it straight to one of the opponents. She hits it forward, the goalkeeper pushes it away, and then goes back and pick it up. Well, again she's trying to release it quickly, but she gets no distance at all with it. And a chance now for a shot. That's a good ball, and but not running it down. Seem a little bit reluctant, Sandy, to chase it. Kamabach, though, has the handle on it. She gets it to Sandy. Can Sandy get another shot on target? Goes past one and then swings, but she kicks it, still has it, and then she scores again. So that is her beaver trick. That's her fourth, and she scored the last 4 in the 37th minute. Jillian Sandy from a tight angle. And she just rolls it in for her fourth of the afternoon, and that's the 9th goal. I might be running out of space in this column here to register the goals, but she has 4. She scored in the 26th, the 28th, the 36th, and 37th minutes for her 4 goals, and she's matched and surpassed her teammate Shrey Dudley, who scored in the 1st, the 14th, and the 22nd minutes for her hat-trick. And here they come looking for more. Both of them probably thinking, well, we could really run up the scores here and help ourselves to a better goal averages. The ball comes across, and Palacio is the one who's bringing it forward. She's trying to run with it, and the ball is won back. Warner is back there now, still trying, but she loses the handle on it. And because she's hobbled, she's unable to really do anything with it. She has another shot, and she scores. And that's 5 for Gillian Sandy. All of a sudden, she just found her range. And in the 39th minute, she has her 5th and her team's 10th. So it's really, I don't think there's a mercy rule in football. There's one in baseball. Like if one team is leading like 15-0 in Little League baseball, there is a mercy rule that they could call the game at that time. But there's none in football. Hence the reason why we have scores. Teams get 14, and even in the Premiership, we saw teams getting 14 and scores, double-digit scores, and so we play on. And Miracle Ministries toying with the Chaguanas attackers now. They're bringing the ball forward and still running hard, and they're just going through them like Swiss cheese. There's already no resistance at all, and there's no counter to the movement of the ball. She's looking for something. She plays it behind the defense, and Kamabach is able to come and get it. And then she continues her run now, still coming forward with it. She might get a second bite of the cherry. They line it up. Here's another shot, and that scores also. So that's another brilliant goal, this time from Jewel Benjamin. That's her second of the evening. And in the 40th minute of play, Jewel Benjamin gets her second. And that makes it 11-0 now. And the question is, how much is too much? And goalkeeper Dejane Fenty is really painting a very lonesome picture. She really doesn't know what has hit her. And that is the halftime whistle in this encounter. And at the end of the first half, it's 11-0 Miracle Ministries over Chaguanas South. Shrey Dudley scored in the first. She scored in the 14th. And she tacked on a third in the 26th minute for a first half hat-trick. But then, to go even better than that, her teammate, Jilanda Sandy, scored in the 26th, the 28th, the 36th, the 37th, and again in the 39th minutes to score 5 in the first half. And look at these goals just going in, and it's like every time they came forward, there was a chance of a goal. That was actually one of the better goals. That was a first-time effort there that Pollard just kneed into the goal, and it was just one-way sailing. And this one, a little bubble on the part there of the goalkeeper, but not to be outdone. And getting a brace of her own was Jewel Benjamin. She scored in the 6th minute and again in the 40th, just on the stroke of half-time. And that, as they say, is that. And here is Dudley again with a wonderful strike that just flew in for another goal as well. So another opportunity for them as they come forward again. And from a tight angle, she strokes this one in. And that's an even better goal for her. Gillian Sandy, as she took over the scoring, And she was scoring from the left side, from the right side, and certainly she looked like she was in the mood for scoring, and so it turned out to be in the end. She wasn't done yet. More opportunities here. She just curled this one around the defender and in for yet another goal. And the number 11, she took over the scoring, and here she comes again. The ball stuck in the water. It sat up for her, and she did the needful once more, stroking that one in quite nicely. In fact, she scored 5 in the first half, and here she comes once more. And once she gets the range, that was it. She just hammered that one past the goalkeeper, and that was that. And then when they give it back to her again, she was not afraid to take the shot from distance, and that was her 5th of the afternoon. And will you believe it? At the half, it's 11 goals to nothing. Miracle Ministries running up the score on Chaguanas South. We'll have more when we come back. So welcome back as we get ready for the second half of this encounter. And as it is right now, it's 11-0. And the question is, can Miracle Ministries continue that prolific run of scoring that they had in the first half? Or will they just back off a little bit? They've made a couple changes. And maybe this is the kind of the mercy factor coming into play here. And it seems as if Dudley is off the field. At least they've substituted the goal scorer. She scored 5 in the game, which officially is called a glut of goals. 5. And in her case, she scored 5 in a row. And certainly set the tone here. Here comes Miracle Ministries again, trying their best to keep up the tempo. And certainly trying to put this game way out of reach. So Miracle Ministries now with another opportunity to try to get the ball in the back of the net. Here it is, hit up in the air. The control is not the best, and trying to come away with it, but still finding it difficult to do anything at all with the ball. And that's Ramnat getting it upfield and getting it into touch. It's going to be a throw in, or did it go out, or is it still? It's still in play, so it hasn't gone out as yet, and they're still battling for it there and trying their best to get the handle on it. And nobody as yet could really play it and play it out comfortably. Miracle Ministries they get it back, but they give it right back now to Chaguanas South. But they again had their pockets picked. Player went down, and the referee played the advantage, but now he has to go and check because she went down and she might have been hurt in the process. Jada Rodriguez, as the trainer comes sprinting out, trying to render some kind of assistance. So again, she's still getting her assistance. And it might take a while because she certainly fell down. She fell awkwardly as she was trying to get back to challenge for the ball. And now she's getting up very gingerly, hoping that everything is in place. Jada Rodriguez is one of their better players. She and Warner, but it's been a real challenge for them. She is taken off the field. The referee is going to try to resume play here. And that's the thing with girls football. If a nail is broken, it's like a topic of conversation. Everybody has to weigh in on it. And, so when a player goes down, it's like everybody feels hurt. And but it's how you break them out of that tendency, because they always tend to everybody wants to stop everything else that they're doing and attend to that situation. Here's a nice opportunity now. Antoine goes for the overlap. Do they play it to her? Yes, they do. As she goes scampering down that, Benjamin trying to get it, Antoine rather, trying to get the cross in, is robbed of it. Good challenge as the ball goes out for a corner kick. And it looks like it's going to be Benjamin who is going to be the provider. But I think they should play it short. I don't think she has the legs to reach that far. And if they're smart, they'll just put the ball down and just touch it and make it quickly, because nobody is coming out from the Chaguanas North team. They're all stuck in the goal area. So I would just play it short and then get it back and then gain like 10-15 meters. Yeah, they do it quickly. Now they could get the cross in because they're getting it from much closer. Plays across on the ground, but easily kept out. They still have possession though. Here's another shot going towards goal, and it's played away. Pollard trying to turn in the area, and that is going to be a free kick, says the referee. Is it a penalty? He was pointing to the spot, and it looks like it is a penalty. Well, it just goes from bad to worst for Chaguanas South. Just when they thought they were getting the ball out of danger, the referee says, not so fast. And it's going to be a penalty now. So this is another opportunity here for the Miracle Ministries to add another one to the coffers. Jamie Sandy looks like she is the one who's going to take it. And she hasn't scored as yet. Jelanda Sandy has scored 5. So now Jamie Sandy is trying to get her name on the score sheet. If they're sisters, at least she'll have something to brag about, except the fact that I don't see her scoring 5 like Jelanda did. So the 2 J's, if they put J Sandy, you'd have to know one is Jamie Sandy and the other one is Jelanda Sandy. And she completely plays it forward, but then the goalkeeper saves it. She hit it straight at the goalkeeper, and that opportunity is wasted. So it will still be Jelanda doing all the, and there's the goalkeeper again. Instead of getting distant, she just skies it, and now the players have to scramble to get it out, and but not very far, because Miracle Ministries are able to quickly get possession. However, this one is played into touch, and Terrian Morris concedes another throw-in. So far so good for Chaguanas South. They haven't conceded in the second half so far, so this is a major achievement for them. Can they keep it that way, or for how long? Here's a ball coming across, but again Antoine took it a little too close to the defender, and back on her feet and doing well there is Jada Rodriguez, but she concedes another corner kick to the Chaguanas South team. Now I wonder if the coach will send somebody out there just to stop that short corner, and make it difficult for Miracle Ministries to get the ball across. But it just seems that they'll play the short corner again, and all the players just sort of back off instead of going forward. Here's another ball bouncing around in the area, and they're scrambling to get it out, and that's a lovely pass played outside. Can they get the cross in? Again, there's another one going towards goal. The goalkeeper is there, and it bounces in front of her. Luckily, it doesn't touch anybody. It goes out for a goal kick to Chaguanas South. 11-0 the scoreline at the half. No, you're not hearing anything. Your radio isn't making noise. It's 11-0, I'm saying. Or your television isn't sounding funny, or your phone or anything like that. There's no distortion in it. And they come forward again. Another opportunity to get into the attacking third, trying to put in a challenge there, but she slips and falls. But then they take the ball straight out for another throw into Miracle Ministries. It's almost like she couldn't turn the corner. So the referee just checking. I'm not sure. I think she fell down. So he's probably just making sure that she isn't bleeding or anything like that. And maybe she's drying off her hands as well. So it's going to be a throw-in. Ball thrown in quickly. But it's almost taken away. That's good defensive work here. They're fighting for it. And now Miracle Ministries on the move again. As the ball is played back, this could be an opportunity for a shot. Here comes the shot, blocked, and still fighting for it. And Balacio trying to get it out, but she goes down and just can't get the ball out very far. Another opportunity here. This could be another chance, but the ball again stuck in the water, and it's coming the other way. But The other Sandy is going to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper, and she does well. Just gets it out to the left where it's picked up again by Rampasad. Clarice Rampasad taking her time. Now she puts it forward, getting it into the danger zone, and it's played away. It's gone over the line. It's going to be another corner kick, this time from the left-hand side. So they haven't been able to score since the halftime resumption. And as far as Chaguanas South is concerned, that's a very good thing. So they've been playing for 10 minutes now with no additional goals. And I think we saw a game like this earlier in the season where they were running up the scores in the first half, and when we thought they were going to double it in the second half, it ended up being like one goal was scored in the second half after scoring 9 or 10 in the first. And was it Palaseco? They scored one as well in the second half to make it interesting. So they were level pegging at the second half. Here's a ball coming across. The goalkeeper is there and she scores. Well. She's been waiting on it for a long time, and almost out of nothing, she scores another goal. And it's been that kind of an afternoon. Just as we're talking that they didn't score after 10 minutes, they promptly get one back, and with no problems at all. A nice finish, brilliantly done, and that now makes it 12. So fine approach work and a good finish indeed. So they're off and running again in the second half. So the coach still making adjustments, trying to probably give as many players as possible an opportunity to play as he makes another substitution. As they get numbers out, I think we have a number 17 who's just come on. So she's going to join the fray. But here comes Chaguanas South. Can they get something going? And the ball stuck. It's going to stick in the water. She just barely gets it out. But she does well. Gets it out to her captain, Antoine. Antoine playing it downfield. And Joel Benjamin is there, trying to come forward with it. And it's blocked, but it's going to be another throw-in. Antoine is going to bring it in for the Miracle Ministries. They lead by 12 goals to nothing. Here's another ball coming across, blocked. Blasio is there again, helping out. And another opportunity to get the ball forward. Can they get a better cross this time? That's a much better cross, and it's still bouncing around in the area. Now it's been cleared. Kamabat trying to get it back. She does. She has support right there, and they're able to play it. Here is Jamie Sandy this time, getting it out to Antoine, the captain. And she plays it all the way forward to Joel Benjamin. Can Benjamin do something with it? She plays it forward. She's going for the return ball, but it's not well handled by Antoine, who has to fight back for it. And now they get it back to Sandy, as these three are having their own little personal get-together. One touch, trying to get it down that side, and she's just tripped in the process. I don't think it was deliberate, as Terry-Ann Morris might have just clipped the back of her heels there, and she went down. So the Miracle Ministries now. Anika Rouse is also on the park. So this could be a chance for them to get the ball into the area again. She's going to have to get some height and distance on this one. Benjamin. She gets it going forward, but it's blocked again. And doing all the spade work at the back there is Palacio. Here's Antoine now. The ball just stuck in the water. And she's trying to get it out of there, but it's not going very far. Picked up nicely again by Clarice Rampasad. She's going forward with it. Gets it down on that left-hand side. They have numbers down there, still running with it. Can she get the cross in? Trying her best there to get it over, but the ball just isn't cooperating there. Ayuka Mohammed. The ball is won back, and that's going to be another free kick to Miracle Ministries. And not really pushing herself more is Shrees Dudley. She just seems to be content with what she has so far, which is a first half hat-trick. And she's just trying to tee up her teammates as much as possible. So here's another opportunity now for Benjamin. She's going towards goal, but it's a little bit off target. She does have the range. She just pushed it wide. So another good opportunity. What looked like a promising opportunity there for her, just wasted. And now she goes down. So again, that the heaviness of the ground might be telling on her at this time. So she stays down, and once again, it was 11-0 at the half. It's 12-0 now. And it looks like Benjamin has stayed down after that attempt at goal. But the Miracle Ministry is certainly in cruise control at the moment. No real pressure on them. To the point where the coach has made a couple substitutions. And just as I was saying, when one of the ladies go down, they all seem to gravitate towards her to render moral support. But it's everywhere. Everywhere there's women's football or girls' football, it's almost the same scenario. And it's like they just forget everything else, and that is the only thing of interest for the moment, to the point where coaches have to break it out of them sometimes. So it looked like her leg is giving her the problem. So I'm not sure if it's just the strain of kicking the ball, or she might have been kicked in the process. But it's a little bit of a delay here as she's getting treatment on the pitch, but she seems to be able to get up, and will try to walk it off. I think they might make the change, because as if the trainer has indicated that maybe it's better off that we change her. There might be a couple more games for them to play to end the season, so why risk her now? And you could save her for a more important game later on. This one seems done and dusted from a long time ago, so there's really no need for her to push herself anymore. So she's making her way off the field, and they're going to bring on a quick substitution here. Anura Sunilal, the number 9. Here's another opportunity here, still going towards goal, and again the ball just not falling for her there. She hit it and it just trickled wide of the mark, but it was a good chance here for her to get into the thick of things here. Sydney Pollard. And now the Chaguanas South players, all of them seem to drift to the left. They have about 3 or 4 on that side. And maybe they could link up here. That's good football so far. Can she get the ball forward? She does well. and she's in an offside position, just as they were trying their best here to get her involved in the play. The referee's assistant puts his flag up, and for all intents and purposes, he made the right call. But based on how the game is going, you really wish that he would keep the flag down, just to give the Chaguanas South ladies an opportunity at a strike at goal. However, he has his job to do, and he's doing it to the best of his abilities. As they come again, this is now interested, as again is Bolacio down there cleaning up everything at the back. She's a real workhorse, and they're still trying to come forward with it, but you could just see Dudley not trying to win it herself. She's just putting token pressure, and because she knows that they could probably win it back, and Dudley now makes the pass down that right hand side, trying to get her teammate cracking there again, and she may actually have to wait to get it back. Now the ball is played in the middle of the park there. Can Ramnath get it forward? No, they switch hands again. Going forward, Kamabach loses the handle on it, but the referee is going to call it back. Yet another player is down, and this may necessitate another change, because with the young ladies, you have to be so careful, because you're never quite sure. They put their legs in dangerous positions because they don't know any better, and sometimes it's just naivety on their part, because they're not quite sure how to either put in a tackle or to avoid a tackle sometimes, and that is what causes the problems for most of them, especially the younger ones. But she seems to be walking okay. The coach is just talking to her all the while. And as I say, a coach's job is never done. Even though he might be telling her about her fitness, he's also maybe coaching and telling her what he wants done on the field when she goes back in. So, good combination play there. Miracle Ministries now have to defend this. Ramnath gets it forward, and they play a nice little ball in. And this time, but she's offside again, so the referee's assistant is right on spot. I still think he should let her run free down that side, because they really haven't been able to produce anything going towards goal in this second half so far. Here's another ball played inside, and it's just blocked. And now they're trying to get it out. And there's a tackle that somehow she loses that tackle, and the ball is coming up on the right-hand side, but it's easily played back to the goalkeeper. She can't handle it, but she could play with her legs, which she does, but she only kicks it out that far. Now can they get a shot on goal? And that's a strong tackle, and she goes down. She put in the tackle, and that is Sandy, Jamie Sandy. She put in the tackle, but she might have hurt herself in the process. She missed the ball and played the player and hit the player, and immediately you could see her going down there in anguish, because the ball was not a good ball. It was played out, and as she was coming forward there, she caught her knee. That's probably what it is. As Rodriguez was running forward, Rodriguez played the ball, and she was chasing after the ball, and Sandy just left her knee there, and she got the two knees probably collided there, and she got the worst of it. You could hear her scream when she got hit there, and now she's just limping off gingerly. As she's really in some discomfort here. You could see her trying to walk it off, but it doesn't look good for her at this point in time. So still a 12-0 scoreline. Can we get 13? It sounds like if I'm doing an auction or something. Coming forward with it and hitting the shot, but that is not going to worry the goalkeeper at all. This, of course, is Gabriela Lezama, who is really an outfield player, and she is in goal today, and she's done a fantastic job. Still, they keep going forward, trying to get into the thick of things there. The substitute who's just come on is Anura Sunny. She too is mixing it up nicely, trying to keep it going. Kamabach looking to go to goal. That's a long way out, and it just eludes the goalkeeper, but it was just wide of the upright as well. Goes out there for a goal kick. 64 and a half minutes, 64, almost 67 minutes gone. But we've had two stoppages, two lengthy stoppages for injuries. So I would imagine in terms of the actual running time, that might be a little bit off. So we could very well have, like we had in the World Cup game yesterday, 14 minutes of added on time in the first half alone. And then, as if the referee wanted to match it, he played 13 minutes added on time in the second half. So it's possible, or it has happened. Let me just say so. So if he puts up and says 10 minutes of added on time, believe me, it is possible, because it just happened at the World Cup. So here comes Antoine again. She's going over to the right, but it's intercepted. That's well read again by Rodriguez. But quickly picking it up and going forward, it is Shree Dudley. But she doesn't seem like she's too interested in scoring, but she just wants to get her teammates involved as much as possible. And Antoine gives it back to her. Now she goes for a little saunter down the right-hand side, tries to play it inside into the area. The ball is bouncing around there, and they take it away. This could be a chance. Is she going to get the shot off? I think all her teammates on the bench are begging Sunny to take the shot. They want her to score. She just came off the bench, and they're just anxious for her to get one on target there. That might be her first goal of the season, and so they're keen to get her involved in the scoring, but she just couldn't get the handle on it. So the coach still coaching, still making adjustments. Miracle Ministries up 12-0, and they want more. They're anxious to get a couple more if they can. So once again, they're allowed to play the ball short and just walking it in. So can they get the cross in? Nobody is coming out there, so they're just bringing it in for themselves. And this one is going to bounce in the area. And now it's a battle for it to get it out. And Miracle Ministries with possession. And again, a first ball inside that is still bouncing around in the area. And Dudley has it. She's trying to make sure that they get possession of it. She plays it back, trying to get it to Antoine, but it's intercepted again. Rodriguez coming away with it. But she keeps drifting to the line. I don't know if she wants to touch it out on the line, but then she cuts back inside, still going, and plays a lovely ball forward. It's a foot race, but quickly back there and taking care of business is Rampasad. However, they still have possession, and Rampasad again to the rescue as she plays it out. And it's going to be, I'm not sure if it's a throw or a corner. It was very close to the corner flag. And that was a good clearance there by Clarice Rampasad. And I'm not quite sure if now somebody's coming to take the corner or take the throw, whichever it is the referee has instructed. So this could be it's a throw in. So she has to throw it from on the sideline, not from the end line, which is where the goal that will be the goal, the corner. That's where that's a shot she could take from there. But then she rubs her of it quickly, anticipating well there was Terry-Ann Morris, and winning the ball back. So Chaguanas South now trying to come forward, and Rampasad again strong as a wall there, getting the ball out of harm's way, and immediately Ayoka Mohammed gets it upfield, but it's intercepted, and now full of running here. Chaguanas South, as they're trying to at least score one, I would imagine. That's probably the aim right now, just to get one in the back of the net. As they, again, Antoine has possession, does well, plays it down, Kamabach is there, and they're rolling again with an opportunity to go inside, but she loses the dribble and really fights for it, bounces her opponent off the ball, and is going to turn back, looking for some support. There isn't much, but she was still going to. Rampasad goes down, and I think Rampasad is just tired. It's not that she was fouled. She just went down there hoping to buy a free kick, but she stayed down, and it's going to come the other way. They're still playing, and now Antoine might very well win it back for Miracle Ministries, but she too plays it into touch. It just trickles over the line, and it's going to be a throw-in to Chaguanas South. They just seem spent. They're not quite sure. It's their throw-in, but nobody is even attempting to go for the throw. And players are assuming the best position on the field. She's in the shade, and she doesn't want to come out of the shade. So now we have a substitution being made as well. And it looks as if Rampasad might have been substituted. Anjali Ramnath, it looks like, who was substituted. And maybe now they're going to take the throw. And there's no urgency, so it's whenever she takes the throw, then we will get things going again. And that's not a bad effort. In fact, they were just showing her what she has to do, what's the motion to make a proper throw, and she did very well, maybe for the first time. As a nice opportunity now to get the ball back into position now. Dudley has possession. She is looking to change it up and tries to get it forward. She does well. She gets it there. Once again, it's Ayuka Mohammed playing it across, and they get it back to Dudley once more. So Dudley just spraying passes. She's not prepared to run too much now in the second half. She knows that the game is pretty much done and dusted, and not really trying too hard because she doesn't need to. So there she goes again, plays a lovely ball down that right hand side, and they're on the move once again, but the ball is intercepted, and look at who is there. She's here, there, and everywhere. Belacio trying her luck to play the ball forward. The ball is taken away. Now this could be interesting here for them. Terry-Ann Morris gets the ball across, but no blue shirts there. And that one is played down there. Now Kamabach is getting a chance to run, but is she going to get there first? She does. And plays a lovely little ball, trying to get the ball even deeper into the half. Still running with it. And they're fighting for every ball there now. And still, may they get a shut off? Who knows? But right now, all the blue shirts are still in the goal area, predominantly, one would say, as they bring the ball forward, and the water creating problems for them. Here is Ayuka Mohammed taking her time, plays a good ball to Kamabach. Kamabach again going towards goal, but she hits it wide off the mark. She could probably take a couple paces forward, maybe earn another 10 meters before firing. She's trying to kick from a long way out, and she keeps missing wide to the left. Kind of like my golf shot. Misses the hole wide to the left all the time. Here they come again, Miracle Ministries. They've only scored one in the second half. I'm sure they'd like to score another one at least. And they go all the way back to the goalkeeper, but so much water, so it's a dangerous ploy. You never know when it's going to stick in that water. But she did well. She got it to her almost immediately. And just a fake, and you can see the defender shying away from the ball. And still an opportunity to win it back. I'm sure if she wants to, she can win it back. She does. And now Pollard trying to get the handle on it, but not able to. As they bring the ball forward quickly, the ball is stuck in the water. Antoine is going to get it forward again. Mohammed slams it to the left. It's picked up there nicely. Here's a shot on goal, and she scores. Brilliant goal again by Kamabach. in the 75th minute. What a strike that was from the young lady. She just picked it up. Amika Kamabach, or rather Mia. And she makes it 13. What a strike that was. One of the best goals of the 13 so far. And it is strange that it's taken this long for her to score, because she has been playing pretty well all afternoon long, and I suppose that's just reward for her. Can they get her the ball again so she could probably do something like that? No, trying to come forward with it. Another opportunity here, a little bit of tackling. The ball is still sticking in the water there, and she's trying her best there. Akira Clark. They're on the march again, and coming across and doing well, just intercepting the ball. But then they just give it away, and it's just being played back downfield quickly. So they get another opportunity here now. Kamabach, she just scored at a wicked strike, and the ball just stuck in the water. She was trying her best there to make the pass, but it was just intercepted by the water. And now Mohammed trying her best to get the ball upfield, and backing away from it and allowing her teammate to come and accept it. But now the ball is played. It's going to be Chaguanas South's ball. 13 goals to nothing. The scoreline was 11-0 at the half. So they've slacked off considerably. They've scored just 2 in the second half. Miracle Ministries. But the 2 have been 2 fantastic goals, it must be said. Both of them from distance. One by Benjamin and the other by Kamabach. Can they get the ball up and leaving it there for the kick? It is the always present Redeem Belasio. She's trying to get it up, but it's quickly intercepted, and now they're on the move here quickly. Dudley has it again. Can she take a strike from there? She decides to play it down that right-hand side, and looking to turn away from the pressure, and Kamabach this time loses the handle on it, and it's fall there for Ayoka Benjamin. Can she get a shot on target? She hooks it. Really, she was trying to get it towards goal, but she hooked it quickly. And as we see, that's a typical golf shot. That's what you see in golf a lot of times, and when they just kind of lose the shoulder early, they just hook the ball and it goes out. So another substitution being made, and the player who's coming off is easily the best player on defense for the Chaguanas South team, and that's Belasio. She has been here, there, and everywhere. Here's a chance now. Dudley, can she get the strike on goal? It's defended, and it's going to be kept out for now at least. Still, they're scrambling it in the goal area and trying her best to get it out. Mohammed gets it forward, and Sunny trying her best to be a part of the action. Now here's Kamabach, strikes this one across, it's bouncing around, and is that a penalty? It looked like it's a handle ball, almost on the goal line. She turned her back when the ball came over, and her hand might have been there. Actually, I thought they had substituted her, but that is not who was being substituted there, Belasio. And it might have been her guilty of the handle ball. Now, this could be the chance for Ayoka Mohammed to get her name on the score sheet. Hear how her fans and her teammates on the bench crying out for her to score this one. They really want her, or they want the goalkeeper to take the kick. That's what it is. They want Gabriela Lezama to take the kick. And she strides forward very confidently. She gets a chance here now. All she has to do is place it. I don't think she needs to hit it too hard. She just needs to place it. And she scores! She makes it 14 now in the 80th minute of play. And you can see they're dancing for the cameras. They have their routine all worked out. And that is Gabriela Lezama. And that is what teammates and that is what playing sport is all about. They all seem to be so happy and thrilled about about the whole thing, and that that she's able to score a goal. She has been kind of standing in the back there by herself, not doing anything, and she finally got a chance, and she is able to get one. So that is the final whistle. No added on time. The referee says that's it. Despite all the time that was spent for injuries, he decided he's not going to prolong the agony anymore, and it ended 14-0. Remember, it was 11-0 at the half, and in the second half, it was Joel Benjamin in the 51st, Anya Kamabach in the 75th, and just on the stroke of full-time, goalkeeper Gabriela Lezama with a penalty makes it 14-0, and that is the one of the most lopsided scores we've had all season long, with the Miracle Ministries proving way too much for Chaguanas South as they win this one handsomely and could celebrate just like they did after Lezama scored the goal. So as we leave you here from the Couva East Secondary School, it is the Miracle Ministry 14, Chaguanas South 0.